always liked the idea of becoming a lightkeeper. You know, living on a rock off the coast, tending to a giant boat lamp, becoming weird and slightly unhinged. Weirder, more unhinged. They even have lighthouse keepers anymore? Yeah, I always get similar vibes from that gravekeeper in Ocarina of Time. It's like I can't be the only one who looked at that guy and said, "Damn, this guy's got it made." Now that I think about it, they probably don't employ many gravekeepers anymore. Huh. Oh well. No One Lives Under the Lighthouse is an indie horror lighthouse operator eldritch abomination simulator released in 2020 by Ukrainian developer Marevo Collective. In September of 2021, the game received a free director's cut update, which completely remade the game's second half, changed all 3 of the game's endings, made various updates to the game's story, and added a handful of quality of life improvements. Most importantly, it added more gulls. This review will only be covering the director's cut version of the game. The original release can still be The original release can still be accessed and played through the Steam beta tab, but I didn't do that. So the old Lightkeeper has gone missing, and we're here to replace him. Our partner won't be here for another week, so for now it's just us. And oh boy, what a week we're gonna have. First thing you're gonna notice is that this game is
chunky.
And the game is gonna use that to a wonderful effect. We'll put our belongings away and get ready for our first night tending to the lighthouse. It's our first night, so it's safe to assume not to expect much. And get used to hearing this gramophone. Because from here on out, its admittedly haunting melody is the only source of comfort we're gonna have. What the hell is that? Let's get this cleaned up. Well, looks like we're not leaving anytime soon. We're just gonna ignore how similar this is to the stuff we found on our floor. Now that that's out of the way, I don't think I want to be here anymore. Muddy floor again. I don't know about you all, but I love me a good rainstorm. And between the chunky visuals and the excellent sound design, I'm just loving the vibes of this level. At least for a little bit. Someone or something has been burying things around the island. Mostly dead gulls.
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
And the light keeps going out. And our oil has been dragged into the basement. Even if we had a way to get out, something tells me we wouldn't get very far. Let's just get this place fixed up before nightfall. I feel like this is as good a place as any to say that this game really does a great job of hammering a sense of dread and foreboding into the player. From the very start, you just never feel safe. There's no save room with calming music or safe space where the horror can't get you. It's this slow burn of rising tension and imminent dread, all punctuated by and the only remotely comforting thing we're given is that old gramophone. Speaking of the gramophone, someone already started it. No spoiler time! Did I get you? I'm going to stop here for a quick spoiler break. If you haven't played the game, you really should. It's a great bite-sized little horror title. And if you don't want spoilers, go here. Alright, if you're still here, let's get back to the show. So what is under the lighthouse? Nothing good, apparently. I get the feeling the boat guy has to say this quite a bit. Oh, lovely. Now, right about now, that gravekeeper job is looking mighty good. I have no idea what any of this does or what I'm doing. I just hope it gets me the f*** out of here. Yeah, I always thought alcoholics were supposed to hallucinate snakes, not bug-themed Euclidean hell pits. Oh well, let's just... Wait, I know this place. But I don't know this place. Wait, I thought I was the keeper. Who and when the hell am I? Looks like I gotta do everybody's damn job. Oh joy, back in the hell pit. Well, the further I go, the closer I am to getting out. Hopefully. Yeah, I can say that they are definitely not paying me enough for this. Alright. Real talk for a minute. I know I gave a spoiler warning, and in all honesty, I had planned to go through both the endings I got, but I'm not gonna do that. The first reason is because if you made it this far and you've enjoyed what you've seen, then just go play the game. It's cheap and it's well worth your time. The second reason is, well, honestly, I have no fucking clue what's happening. One ending seems literal, the other metaphorical. We're jumping through time, not literally, but perspective-wise, and I just don't know. I would love to give you all some nuanced breakdown of the story with hypotheticals and explanations and hidden meanings, but I'm not nearly smart enough for all that, and I don't even know where to begin. It's not a knock against the game. It does a great job. This one's totally on me. So with that out of the way, we're just gonna keep moving on. Gameplay-wise, what you see is what you get. We walk around, pick up highlighted objects, and use them on other highlighted objects. And that's more or less the gist of it. Aside from a few instances sprinkled here and there, we can put this game in the walking simulator genre. Although, to be clear, I don't mean that as any form of criticism. For what it's lacking in the gameplay or puzzle department, it makes up wholeheartedly in atmosphere and slow burn horror. The game's visual and sound design both do an impeccable job at showcasing the game's oppressive and lonely atmosphere. With the visual design being so chunky, things in the distance become warped and obscured, leaving the player questioning just what it is they're looking at. And another place the visuals excel is how the game handles darkness. Let's take a look what's going on in an unlit shed during the day. The player's surroundings only become even barely visible when they're close, and the rest is just swallowed by the darkness. Even when the player has their lamp equipped, it only illuminates a few feet around them. And if we're being completely honest, being the only illuminated thing on this island doesn't really instill a sense of safety. Sound design is also done wonderfully, with most of what the player will be hearing is the island's natural ambience, like waves hitting the rocks, wind blowing in from the sea, rain, and very ominous sounding thunder. And the gulls. You're going to hear a lot of gulls. Occasionally the game will punctuate a moment with a harsh sting or a more foreboding atmospheric music track, but apart from that, it's just the natural sounds of the island and the player's footsteps. It's no surprise, but I really enjoy this game. The setting, the atmosphere, the story, just the game's overall vibe is something that I very much fuck with. I love how you as the player never feel safe, and every objective you do to progress forward feels more and more like poking a bear, and all you can do is hope that this isn't the time it decides to come after you. I love the chunky graphics and how genuine they feel. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm playing a game done in the style of a PS1 game. It feels like I'm playing an actual game on the PS1. Or at least from that era of gaming. And I know there's a more elegant way of saying that, but I just can't think of one right now.
Once again, I failed. We request the pleasure of your company for a free exchange of ideas.
It's a short game, with my first playthrough clocking in at about 90 minutes, but there are a few different endings and hidden achievements to collect throughout the game and to give you a little reason to go back. The game also has a handy level select feature, so you can jump forward and back whenever you want and replay parts, which is something I really appreciate, especially for a title like this. And with that, if you've made it this far, thank you. I always appreciate your viewership, and I hope you enjoyed listening to my semi-coherent ramblings. Until next time, stay safe and take care.